Ladies and gentlemen, it's ghost time, for this is a Fred the Alien Productions podcast.
Ooh. Who are you going to call?
The Doctor and Clara, apparently. Cue the music!
Cueing music. Where are all my sources? There we go. And there we go. And
I don't know what we're yelling about! We came, we saw, we kicked its ass!
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me you built a time machine? Kind of a DeLorean?
The way I see it, if you're gonna build a time machine into a car, why not do it with some style?
Who is this? What's your operating number?
Boring conversation anyway. Look, we're gonna have company! Loud noises!
Hello.
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 I'm a Kendall Richardson.
I'm a Fulya and Michael.
And I'm a man with unicorn headphones and Mogalista. Yeah, I've got a daughter, so what?
Hey! And you are now experiencing a podcast called Fred.
Yeah, it's experiencing for the mediums of perfect time and perfect day for me because it's the last day of my holiday. I don't want to go back to work tomorrow.
Oh, wow, that's gone fast.
Oh, yeah, six weeks. It's good.
Jeez.
Blink and you miss it.
Blink and you miss it, huh? Okay, well, did you enjoy your time off, Mike? Did you get to relax finally? No.
Oh no.
All the stuff that I wanted to do, I haven't quite done yet, but it's in a good place where I can just tackle it little bits. Like the big stuff is done. Yeah.
Okay,
so
that's
what
good.
So that's what I've been doing during the week. How about you?
There was things achieved. That's good. Okay.
Yes. Progress has been made. Completion.
Progress.
Otherwise.
Excellent. That's okay. TBD on the rest. But yes. I hope you enjoyed the rest of your time off somehow. Fingers crossed. Look forward to the next time you have some holidays.
June, July, I think.
June, July. Yeah, nice. All right, well, we haven't been here in a couple of weeks. We did take Easter off, so we've got a bunch of stuff to catch up on, starting with our weekly watchings, or shall we say fortnightly watchings at this point. Fulya, what have you been watching? You haven't been on the podcast in like 3 weeks at this point, so you've got
almost a month now. Yeah, it's been a minute. I've been working a lot, but I have managed to squeeze in some watchings here and there. I'll just start off with the fact that I am now up to episode 378 on One Piece. I am so close to the end of Thriller Bark. I think I'm there. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure I am.
Once Kuma starts up, then yeah.
Oh, Kuma came and went.
Oh, did he?
Let's just say Zoro doesn't look great.
Oh shit, that was epic. It was like,
yeah,
like just standing there, covered
just
in blood,
struggling to hold.
It was like, "Are you okay?" Yeah, nothing happened.
I'm fine.
Fucking boss.
Just had to show up, Sanji. Anyway, that's where I'm at with One Piece. To which I will side tangent to say that today, before the recording, I went to a One Piece TCG meetup to learn how to play the game. So that was fun. Yeah.
Nice.
My workmate has been bugging me for a very long time. When are you going to play One Piece? When are you going to play One Piece? When are you going to come and play One Piece?
You've just started
because he knows that I've been watching the anime and now he wants me to play the TCG. So I thought, why not? Let me just go in. I've got a Sunday off. So I went in this morning and yeah, it's fun. It's going to take a little bit of time to get my head around it, but it's a lot easier than magic. I'll just put it that way. So yeah, that's One Piece. Another anime that I have watched, I've pretty much finished since the last time I was on the show. Started it and finished it because it's very short. It's called Blue Box. It's a Netflix anime. It's a slice of life, coming of age, teenage comedy. It's a rom-com. These students, they are part of their respective sports clubs. And the guy plays badminton. He's in the badminton club of the school, and he's fallen in love with a basketball player, and she's 1 year above him. But they all kind of train in the same like hall, if you want to call it that. And yeah, it's just like sort of trying to figure out how to, share their feelings, and they don't really know. One likes the other, and the other one, they both like each other, but they're not saying anything, and things are happening, and stuff that happens when you're a teenager. So that was actually quite fun to watch. It's a short watch. It's only 25 episodes. So it was good fun. I've also finished finally season 3 of Shrinking. Shrinking is now done, I think. I hope. I watched an episode this week. It was episode 11. So I don't know if that's the end, unless there's one more that I'm not aware of. But I'm going to say it has now ended. Season 3 is done. Emotional roller coaster. Again, it's a really great show. I love it so much. It's so good. One of the actors from that show is in one of the trailers we're going to be talking about later today. So that's going to be interesting. But yeah, so Shrinking, still very good, still loving it. Love Jason Segel. He's amazing. And Harrison Ford is just the best. I love seeing him all sort of soft, even though he's still trying to be very tough. It's still good. I also watched through a Prime Video exclusive TV show that was mentioned to me by recommended to me to watch, because I like my murder mystery crime style type of movies and shows, a la, the what's his name?
Subscribe.
I watched Young Sherlock. I watched Young Sherlock.
Ah,
yes.
Nice.
It's a period piece. It's essentially kind of where Sherlock started to be kind of a detective back in the 1800s, I'm gonna say, because that's the time period that it's sort of set in.
Yeah.
But this whole season was revolved around one mystery, one particular murder case, and it's really cool the way it sort of played out. And then it involves his family as well, in a way. That's all I'm going to say without spoilers. But it's very good. I really enjoyed it. I'm hoping there's a season 2. I'm pretty sure there will be. The way that it ended, it kind of ended on a cliffhanger. So hopefully there'll be a season 2, and I'm looking forward to watching that. And then 2 movies I watched. I watched 2 movies in the span of a week. Not very, very unusual of me. I don't usually go to the movies that often these days. One of them comes with a prop.
Yeah.
And I went to see the Super Mario Galaxy movie and got this big boy right here. This is the Yoshi popcorn bucket. It's massive. It's huge.
That's insane. Where do you eat where does the popcorn go? Show us.
It's the egg.
In the egg.
It's in the egg.
It's in the egg.
Wow. Can you fit your fist in there?
Oh,
yeah.
He's also hollow as well, so he can.
He's hollow. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So it sort of goes all the way towards the back into the tail end, like all the way here.
Yeah.
And so I bought him. I still need to find a home for him. I've got no real place to put him. So he's just been kind of sitting next to my shelf on the floor. Or when I'm not here, he's sitting in the desk chair.
Yeah, cute. Keeping it warm for you.
Exactly. It fits, I think, like a medium or a large popcorn, like a Hoyt's popcorn.
Okay.
Yeah, so a decent amount of popcorn will fit in there. However, I'm not going to be using it for food because I don't want to get him dirty. I'm most likely going to be using him as like a little storage thing.
Cool.
It's where you keep your marijuana. keep you green. To keep you green.
Yeah, no.
Keep you green.
Or, more fitting, put your mushrooms. Your shrooms. Keep your shrooms.
My shrooms.
Shrooms.
Oh my gosh. Yes, so I saw the Super Mario Galaxy movie. It was fun. There wasn't really much of a story to it. It was very convoluted, but it was still fun. That's how I'm going to put it out there. It had a lot of Nintendo references, mostly to the Mario Galaxy games, to which I have not really played. I've not played those games. But there are a lot of references to Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2. I do need to go out of my way to play those games now that I've seen most of the references that I mean in the game. But it also referenced, Mario games that weren't the Galaxy games. They had things from I think it was like Super Mario 3D World with Bowser's Fury. They also had references to old scenes that happen in like the Super Mario Bros from the NES days sort of reference. There was so much, but most of it was about Mario Galaxy, and Rosalina was the kidnapped princess in this instance. And, the Lumas are adorable, but Yoshi was also quite cute. I loved seeing Yoshi, and the fact that they only got Donald Glover in just to say Yoshi and, do some moans and grunts.
It's cute.
It was actually pretty cool to see Yoshi come to life like that. Yeah. So that was pretty good.
That's great.
Yeah.
Good.
And then the last movie that I want to mention, and I know, Kendall, you're going to love this from me because you know what I've watched.
So excited.
I finally went out of my way to watch Project Hail Mary, and I watched it on an IMAX screen, and my goodness, was it insanely amazing. The cinematography, the sound design, the soundtrack together all worked so good. And I was crying by the end of it. There was, tears were shed. And yeah, big shout out to Ryan Gosling for his role. Like, I feel he needs to win some form of award for that. He did such a great job. And he made it just feel like it was so immersive too, just watching it on that giant IMAX screen and just taking it all in. And I didn't want to, like, my attention, my focus was all there. I was making sure that I was listening to everything, and I loved it so much. It was so good. And we love Rocky. Rocky's adorable.
Oh, Rocky has my. I've literally gone in the space of like 2 weeks from like loving Chopper to now I have Rocky, and now I'm like,
yep.
What do I do? I guess I'll just cuddle them both. No,
Where were you with your Grogu love? There's no more love for Grogu.
I still have love for Grogu and for Baby Groot. It's all the little critters.
Baby Yoda, Baby Groot, Baby
all
Sonic.
the cute little characters.
I need a Rocky pop vinyl now. That's what I need.
I wouldn't be surprised if they bring it out, to be honest.
Surely.
Save money, go out in the garden and get yourself a pet rock.
Yeah.
True. You can do that. And then I ended up going out of my way to sort of look into the behind the scenes of how it was sort of put together. I watched a lot of tested videos because Adam Savage had the opportunity to go to the set, to like the rocket set, to also sort of see how it all works, how the panels of this spaceship actually comes apart to then so that it can move, and it was most of it was very practical, and how it like that space that Ryan had in the movie is the space that they gave him when they were filming it all, and it was insane just watching all of that, and then to see the way that they did the space walk, I suppose, with the wire work, and it was very practical in that sense too, where they had people pulling on different wires and sort of working with the actor as he's sort of going back and forth and all that, and that honestly looked like Adam Savage was having so much fun just going up and down. But at the same time, he said that it's a lot of like upper body work in terms of you're holding your legs up that whole time to make it to sort of give the illusion that you're in space and that you're floating. And so you have to have good core muscles for that.
Yeah.
And to keep it up like that the whole time, even though you're being held up by the wires to sort of go like that, to simulate that you're in space. And it was so cool to see it all sort of just the behind the scenes of it all. But the movie was just amazing and I loved it so much. And I hope that we get a steelbook version of it, because that is the version I will buy.
Me too. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
And that's what I've been watching the last 3 weeks.
Love it, Fulya. I love it. That's freaking awesome. Thank you for sharing. Mike, what have you been watching the last couple of weeks?
Yeah. Well, yes, been working on my One Piece. A little bit further ahead with Fulya.
Look, everybody knows now. You're way ahead of me. You don't need to say a little bit ahead to be humble.
No, it's not a little. 685.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's a good joke, Fulya.
You're 300 episodes ahead of me. It's fine.
There we go. Yeah. In the saga called Dressrosa. It's getting really good. Sort of ramping up to we're against the mini boss first. I say mini, he is a titan, and then we're going to go after the big boss. So that's going to be fun. Once we get to it, so no spoilers. But I will say, Usopp is now God. He is a deity. So I'll leave it at that. Yeah. A lot of stuff was dropped during these 2 weeks. I haven't tackled Maul yet. I'm saving that on the back burner. Because there's so much to watch. No time for Firefly. Haha, that joke. And yeah, watched the first 2 episodes of The Boys. The Boys came back. The Boys are back in town. The Boys are back in town. And
yes, they are.
What a time to be in right now, where a lot of parallels for real life, and blink and you miss it. One Piece reference as well, if you didn't catch it. Some of the whoever's doing the set dressing is a One Piece fan, because there was a little Jolly Roger on one of the walls. I saw it, and I thought, I get it. One Piece is bigger than anime.
It is. It is.
Right now. Yeah. So, the gang's back. Well, what can I say? It's Homelander is in a weird place. I can sort of see the cracks forming. It's like, oh, he's not really holding it together that much. And as that's an interesting take. I thought he was going to be. I'm not sure. I need more episodes to dive into more of my critique of Homelander and how that's going. I love the fact that the boys, the gang, there's cracks forming in that where can we really trust Butcher or but my enemy is the enemy of my enemy, so still working with that. The big thing of the virus is going to be interesting, and how they're sort of showing what's happening, but it could be flawed as well because a character who had that virus is maybe alive. That's
Yeah.
But I don't care. I'm going to spoil it for Fulya because she's not going to watch it.
She's not going to watch it.
But Soldier Boy, what is his name? Knuckles.
Jensen Ackles.
Yeah, Red Knuckles. He's alive. So, which I sort of knew because going by the trailer, he was still around. So I was like, he's still around. So not really a spoiler for that.
Yeah, I fell for it. I was like, oh, okay. I guess we're not getting a J Squared reunion then. Okay, I'll go fuck myself. And then it's fine, guys. He's still.
Yeah,
but we don't know in what condition he's alive in because we just saw him rise from the gurney like he's on Walking Dead. So. Cut to credits. So yeah.
He made a deal with the devil.
He did.
Is that a reference to Supernatural? I've never saw it.
Yes.
He had a deal with God.
Kind of. Yeah.
Isn't his character and God sort of doing it?
No. The fans want him and an angel to hook up.
It's an angel. Okay, I thought that was God.
No. God is completely different. God became the bad guy by the end of the show. So spoilers.
Yeah. Well, that's organized religion for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's going good. I'm glad it's back. And only 2 episodes dropped.
Yeah, surprising.
Which is different.
It is different.
I'm guessing they want to savor it. And the main showrunner said temper expectations because,
Yeah.
It is the season finale. Doesn't mean it's going to be it's going to be the best thing ever. It's probably going to end nicely. So I'm expecting that. It's like it's fitting quite well. So that's The Boys, and Kendall will talk about more of The Boys later. Spoilers.
I will.
Invincible, up to date with Invincible.
Yes.
Episode 6.
Jesus Christ.
I'm in 2 minds because I've always said I don't like a redemption arc with Omni-Man, but they're pushing it, and I don't know. He needs to do more for me. I haven't forgiven him just yet.
No.
But it's kind of touching, reconciling with your second son because. Him and Invincible, still got shit to sort out, but yeah, I can sort of feel it, and just the grossness of eating bugs on a desolate planet. It's like, yeah, that's a bit of fun, and and the war, as it were, is sort of ramping up and seeing where it goes, but still. It's very harrowing of what happened within that. So, yeah. But it's the age we live in, and sort of that life dictating art and art dictating life. It's crazy when we're dealing with... we're fighting for our rights to party, as the Beastie Boys once said. So... Yeah, I guess that's it. Me and the wife are still watching Chucky. We're in 3rd season now, so we finished the 2nd season. Bit of a big change from second to 3rd, where Chucky is now in the White House. I know.
Doing what exactly?
Killing people.
Well, he just snuck into the White House and started killing people, or is he actually involved in?
There's
politics?
a story behind it.
Okay.
If you're in, I'm not going to spoil it for you. If you're,
Okay, that's fine.
If
I
you
may
feel-
watch it one day. Who knows? I don't know.
Yeah, 6 seasons and a TV show. Six movies and a TV show. That's it.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to say.
The reverse. Yeah.
Yeah. And the deaths in this are more gory. So they've definitely ramped up the gore in this. It's like, ooh, that's nasty. of like cutting off he slit a throat, but it proceeded to go backwards, like all the way back.
Oh.
That's what that
damn.
defies the laws of physics as well as its grossness. But I'm here for it, I'm guessing. And yeah, there's a reason why he needs to kill people in the White House. So I'll just leave it at that. And it's all dating back to what happened in the previous one, where previous season, where it was the main cast was in a instead of going to juvie, they went to a correctional facility, which is also a religious based sort of thing. So, and in that one, there's a lot of references to different movies as well. Like they make reference to The Exorcist, because Chucky had an exorcism, and also Apocalypse Now and Hannibal Lecter and Silence of the Lambs. So there's a lot of references without being references, if that's so it's a weird it is a weird series, and yeah, I would recommend it for people who actually enjoy watching the Chucky movies, because the first couple are completely different to the Bride of Chucky and the Seed of Chucky and Cult of Chucky, because it was of their time. The first bit was in the 80s, where everything was sort of campy and supernatural horror, and in the 90s it was very trying to be edgy, goth, black, sort of Marilyn Manson doing the score, that sort of thing. It's a bit of a weird thing, and in the series they sort of mesh it up into a sort of a nice cake, as it were. So yeah, and after season 3, that's it. It was too expensive to make, and they finished it. So who knows if it happens on if it finishes on a cliffhanger, and if it does, I'm going to be slightly ticked off. But who knows? Whatever. Yeah, and that's my week. What about? And The Pit. I'm up to date with The Pit. I almost forgot, because I just watched it yesterday. And yeah, I'm happy that we're now sort of wrapping up, and Robbie is voicing his concerns, and Robbie is becoming a character that people are starting to dislike, which is kind of interesting, of having your main character someone that you don't particularly mesh with, and I like that sort of aspect of dealing with the sort of interpretation and the representation of a main character, especially in this sort of setting, of someone who needs help, doesn't ask for help, and thinks the logical conclusion is to run away, as it were. Yeah. I suppose, that's it, because the night shift is coming in and day shift is leaving. So, but there's still a lot of mess to clean up, especially after that day.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think there's another episode. I can't remember. One more, yeah, so 15. So that was 14. So 15. Yep. Last episode. What's going to happen? Apparently a big bang. Something huge is going to happen. I'm guessing something. But I'm not going to voice it here because it maybe be true, and I want to keep it open ended. What about you, Kendall?
I appreciate that. Yes.
What about you?
Yes. What about me? Well, yes. Lots of things to discuss. Some of pretty much everything I've talked about is stuff that you guys have talked about, except Mike forgot one thing, but I'll get that.
God damn it! There was a lot of things to watch.
There's a lot of stuff. It's like nerd paradise. You missed Daredevil.
I did deliberately. I actually haven't watched this week.
Oh,
but I watched
okay.
last week.
Okay. Well, last the 2 episode last week that we got, yes, was good. So, yeah, it was a 2 episoder.
Oh crap. Yeah, I don't know where I am then with Daredevil.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, they dropped episode 2 and 3 at the same time.
Okay.
So now you've got 2 episodes to watch, I guess.
I think I did watch it. I can't remember.
Okay, that's all right.
I also watched the Mario movie, but I forgot to mention that as well. But it wasn't really a movie to actually talk about, so there you go. It was mostly jingling the keys for an hour and a half. It's like, yay! I love that shiny stuff.
It was still fun.
It was so fun. I enjoyed the Pikmin cameo and the Rob the Robot cameo. I had to explain that to my wife, which I didn't have to explain Star Fox either. She was really excited for that.
Yeah.
She was like, "Oh, Star Fox!" It's like, yeah. This is what you call a backdoor pilot. Anyway, what about you, Kendall?
Nice. Yes. Okay. Yes. Well, I'll just quickly mention Daredevil without spoiling it for Mike, but yeah, I'm loving it still. It's on a very good momentum, and this week's episode 4, was probably my favorite so far. And I hope you don't get any spoilers, Mike, because something kind of big happened.
Okay. I'll watch it tonight, and I'll
do.
and I'll show you my face afterwards.
I mean, I could be exaggerating, but I know it's kind of, yeah. But anyway, it was great. And I mean, it's not really a spoiler because obviously we know he's going to come back at some point, but this is the first time we really get to dive into with Bullseye and Mr. Poindexter and what he's been up to and what his intentions are this season. And I gotta say, he's just the best character in this whole thing. I love Matt Murdock. I love Karen Page. Wilson Fisk, amazing. But fucking, yeah, Benjamin Poindexter, Bullseye, fucking 10 out of 10.
MVP.
This guy,
MVP.
The MV fucking P of this show. He's the reason I loved season 3 so much. And then he was the reason that I cried so much in the first season of this. So, you know.
First episode.
First episode.
Damn you!
Damn you! Yeah, fucking, yeah, episode 4 is where it's at, so I'll leave it at that. Yes, the pit was great. Yeah, we're had the penultimate episode. Things are getting pretty intense and stuff, and that left on a pretty cool cliffhanger with Al Ashimi finally seeming to come forward with whatever the fuck's going on with her. So we'll finally get to find out a bit more about her medical past and her past, and you know, because obviously last week's episode we saw Robbie trying to find out like what's going on, and you know, he kept asking Samira questions and about what she was doing and blah blah blah, and so he's doing his investigator thing. But yeah, so that's cool. Trying to remember what there's something else that happened in the episode. There was a really great scene between Whittaker and Langdon, where Whittaker told Langdon to stop treating him like his little boy sidekick, and that was great. It literally, like, my jaw dropped. I was like, damn, Huckleberry, you've got some balls. This was great. So yeah, really cool. Yeah, it's great. It's just great. I mean, I don't want to go into it too much, I guess, because, you know, lots to talk about. But yeah, one more episode to go, and then I'll just have to survive on ER until next year.
You have to survive in ER.
Survive on ER. Let's see. Yes. Where am I going to go now? Yeah, Invincible. Invincible has been fucking awesome as well. Just loving every second of it. Last week's episode with the battle, like the round 2 with Conquest, and what he did to Mark and what Mark did. Mark killed him, and like, I was just, I was like curling up into a ball, just like, like
trying to keep your insides in.
Yeah,
Good man,
dude. This show just knows no bounds when it comes to graphic violence. Fuck me. Yeah,
you should watch it, Fulya. It's great.
Do you want to see entrails? Yeah, okay. Excuse me. Yeah, it's just it was gross. Anyway,
skipping rope.
I will say though that like this week's episode, the post credit scene.
That was funny. That was
hilarious.
Funny.
Hilarious. I was I nearly fell for it too because I was like, of course he would fucking come back somehow. Like, of course, like it just this guy just cannot stay down, and they amp it up, and they just cut back out to the wide shot, and you're like, oh, he actually is dead. It's okay.
Yeah, he's actually dead. I think it's the writer's room going, how can we
fuck with them?
Well, it's not just that. It's like, how can we actually tell the audience that, no, he actually is dead because he keeps on coming back? It's like, no, this is definitive, and we can make it a joke at the same time.
We're never seeing Conquest again. Yeah, that was fucking gold. I lost my shit.
You could have had just like a voiceover from probably Alan. It's like, no, he actually is fucking dead.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be pretty funny. Yeah, but no, that's been really good. Like you talked about, Mike, the war happening between the Empire and the Coalition is really, well, it's kicked off officially now, and it was crazy cool to see some of the like anti-Viltrumite weapons in action and what they can do, and like just fucking annihilating them without any effort. It's just like, this is great. This is what we want to see.
The bullet that keeps on going.
Yeah.
It's like that Rick and Morty episode where they drop a lightsaber perfectly vertical.
Oh, yeah.
Just goes into the center of the earth.
Yeah, that's so good. Yeah, but then like from all the action and stuff, like it's been really good enjoying a lot of the personal storytelling that I've been doing. Like during the break, we saw an episode where Omni-Man went back to Earth, obviously, to get Mark, and then tried to fix things with Debbie, and I don't know what I have to do to give Sandra Oh an Emmy for that scene, but she needs to get an Emmy for that scene somehow.
I was bawling at that.
Oh, dude.
Was that why am I doing this? It's a fucking cartoon. Why?
Yeah. I saw a clip of her in the recording booth doing that monologue, and yeah, oh my god, she's a queen. I love Sandra. She's such a queen. She's already an Emmy-winning actress anyway, but yeah, she needs more. Give her more. Yeah, that scene was amazing. And then
Ben Solo meme. More.
More. And yeah, and then like Oliver confronting his dad about like, you came back to Earth and you weren't even going to see me. You were just going to take Mark and go. You said you didn't love my mum, and then they hash it out and they work it out. And then by the time Mark's healed on the planet, they end up getting, having a stable father-son relationship, and it's really beautiful. But yeah, I know you say you don't really like to see this redemption arc for Omni-Man, and I kind of agree with you, just because, like you said, and like what Debbie said, like there is no fucking possible way he could be forgiven for everything he did. But it's nice to see him trying, at least. I appreciate the effort he's putting in, and having him on their side, it makes all the difference. and it will make the difference, I think, when it comes down to it. So
yeah, I mean that's just personal preference. I mean, that's my that's my bias, like coming out.
No, that's very.
But
fair.
This is the story that they want to tell. So
yeah, for sure. I think it has to end with him sacrificing himself, though. Like, I can't see Omni-Man living by the end of this show. There's no way. There's no way. Anyway, but it's fantastic nonetheless. Where else am I? Yes, the boys. I'll touch on the boys as well briefly. So good to have the boys back. And yeah, you're right. Homelander's going through it, and Soldier Boy's here and not here, but also still here somehow. And I never thought I'd see a rock monster have an orgasm, but here we are. It's the boys. And there's just lava spurting onto the wall. Anyway, I'll leave you with that image for you.
Lava is not just lava.
No, it's lava.
In this context, it's something else.
It's something else, yeah. God, that was funny. And then, just the end of episode 1 and a certain character who has left us. It felt right. I think the way they were taken and the way that their story ended. I'm obviously not going to say who it is just because it's obviously very fresh. But yeah, I think they completed their arc, and it was a satisfying death. Still sad because it's like, God damn it, like that person is a really strong ally to have on your team. But yeah, it was really good storytelling. So,
and it's also adding to the sort of character work that I was about to say Omni-Man, Homelander, sort of is. It's like, he's, when you come down to it, he is a pathetic character. As soon as it's like he could be scary because he can break you like a twig. But that scene with him and that particular person, and him just laughing at him, it's like, this is you. I see you now. You are not intimidating, and that just shakes him to the core. It's like, that's how you sort of defeat those sort of characters, and in real life, is to laugh at them.
Yes. You can't defeat them with physical power. You have to attack them mentally, verbally.
Yeah. Get into their brain. It's like, I'm supposed to be intimidating and scary. It's like, why are you laughing and ridiculing me? And that's the thing with like today's thing. It's like, not to make it political, but Trump, he is a pathetic loser. and he feeds on people like fearing him. And you can sort of see it now with what's been going on in the real world of America attacking Iran, and they're absolutely getting dominated by this regime because America thinks that they're untouchable, they're invincible. It's like, no, you are like the small. This is David and Goliath. This is like the smallest thing. It's the Emperor's new clothes. It's laughing at the king because he's not wearing any clothes because he thinks there's something there, which to a child, there's nothing there. So I kind of like, I'm kind of thinking this is what The Boys is going to be. It's like, it's not necessarily, oh, we're gonna bash the crap out of. It's like, and Butcher's gonna like choke him with his cancer. Weird sentence. But it's more to do with, it's the message game. If you get the message out there, it's like, why are we fearing these people? They're stupid. Yeah. They have no you have no power over me. It's a labyrinth. Yeah, it's 80s. It's 80s TV shows. We need to learn from these TV shows and movies.
Yeah.
And then political satire will have the teeth that it needs. laugh at them. Anyway,
Just laugh at
back
them
to you.
all the time. Yes, back to me. So many things in the media are just really reflecting life back at us. It's just crazy. But yes, excited and scared for the last season of The Boys. It's good so far, and I'm gonna miss it when it's over. But we'll get to that in a few weeks. And now I just want to go into the last thing I watched, which is something that Fulya mentioned earlier, because I haven't had a chance to talk about it on the podcast yet. I saw Project Hail Mary. I loved this movie so much, more than I expected to. I knew I would love it, but goddamn, like it's probably easily bumped itself into my top 10 favorite movies ever. Maybe even my top 5 now. Like it had me like in a chokehold, this film. I was just, yeah, every moment, like it was long, and that's probably like the one main criticism I've heard from people, is that it's quite long. Like it's like 2.5 hours. I didn't mind the length personally.
I didn't feel it at all.
Yeah. I didn't check my watch or anything. I was too engrossed in everything that was going on, which was so much. It's just a really well made film, as you said, Fulya, like the way they filmed this with using so many real practical sets, like and like no green screen. It was all done in camera, using lighting and filming techniques to create the backgrounds of space and the planet and the lighting, and just hearing that they've done that. Like, I mean, hello, have your visual effects Oscar. Like, just take it. And the cinema landscape is saturated in CG rendered film now, and some of those CG films I really enjoy, obviously, but like it's obviously a big criticism of the industry is spending so much money in visual effects, and then they look, you get the Flash from 2023, for example. Like, you rush the shit. You rush it, and then you get, fucking Uncanny Valley babies falling from the sky. Like, it's just... Yeah, so...
But still, we still have that joke of babies in microwaves.
Yeah.
Cinematic genius.
Cinematic genius. Yeah. So yeah, but to see this just being done the way it was is just remarkable, and the fact that Rocky is like 9 times out of 10 you see Rocky on screen, it's a puppet. There's a couple of times I think they said they did have to use CGI to make him, like, just a certain movement shots that couldn't be done with puppets. And then one of the puppeteers, James Ortiz, was the voice of Rocky as well. Yeah.
Not a celebrity.
Not a celebrity, yeah.
Take that, Mario movie.
Yeah, and he did an amazing job. Like, or should I say, amaze.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I loved the way that they got Rocky to speak, trying to the translation from its own language to English was very broken English.
A little bit.
Yeah,
and I love how every time he asked Grace a question, he would end the sentence with question.
Yes.
He would say question.
Yes.
What is Grace doing? Question.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or
very,
statement.
very cute. Or statement. Yeah. Yeah. No, I just loved it, and because the fact that this movie is about, something's killing our sun, and we have to go into deep space to this star that is unaffected by whatever's going on to find out how we can fix our own sun. And then he meets an alien that's been sent by his race to find out the same thing, and then they have to work together. And I'm just sitting there like bawling my eyes out, because I'm like, everyone's going on about this, how this movie is hope core and all of this stuff, and like, maybe it's too saccharine or whatever, but I thought it was fine, because it just reminded me what humanity should be. and what, just to see two completely different races coming together to fix a problem and to save so many people. I was blown away by it. I was absolutely blown away, and it moved me so much. So this was it was more than just a space movie for me. It was everything. I loved every second.
The bond that they created together as well. The relationship that they created.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was just. Yeah, it was beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful, and yeah, I cried. I cried so much. Oh my god! I walked out of the cinema, and I went with my partner and another friend, and they were just like, "Kendall, your makeup," and it was like halfway down my face. Like, I had like rubbed it off down my face. It was very funny. Yeah, it was great. But yeah, go see Project Hail Mary on the biggest screen you can. If you can get to an IMAX, go see it. If not, see it on like an extreme screen, something like that. Because yeah, it's just beautiful.
Yeah.
Movie
I watch
of
it
the
on my
year.
phone on the toilet.
Yes, now movie of the year in my opinion. So
yeah,
give it all the Oscars next year, please. Yeah, I loved it. All right, let's go. That's enough of the weekly watchings. Let's jump in to the week that was in the nerdy news.
This is the news in nerdy news. The nerds that talk about the nerdy news. That is us who talk about the news that is nerdy. And now the queen of nerdydom, the hostess with mostest, Kendall Richardson. Take it away, Kendall.
All right, it's nerdy news time. And speaking of space, we just went there in real life.
I'm in it now. I'm in space.
I mean, we're all drifting through space.
Literally everything is in space.
Literally everything is in space, yes. So, yes, while we've been off, the entirety of the Artemis 2 mission took place. I was very fortunate to have the morning free when they launched, Thursday, 2nd of April, our time here in Australia. Speaking of crying, bald. Space. I love space. I
love my personal space.
I need my space. No, I just had a moment a few months ago where I was talking to my partner about this, and I had a realization of, oh my god, I'm gonna get to see man go back to the moon in my lifetime. I'm actually gonna get to see this happen, like this thing that happened when my dad was a fucking kid, right? And my heart is very full from this whole thing. So watching the launch was super emotional, especially because, there are as many as there are beautiful and miraculous and historical moments in the space history, space travel history so far. There are some also very tragic ones, and me and some other friends were talking about it online and going launch and re-entry is a nervous thing, because those are the two the two most dangerous moments of the flight. So I was definitely a bit nervous for the crew, and praying that nothing would go wrong, and thankfully nothing did go wrong. They were fine. They went up successfully. They completed their mission, which was to fly by the moon and come back, and test the spacecraft. The whole mission was a test flight, basically. So they were testing the capabilities of the Orion spacecraft to support life, support human life. To actually have a human pilot flying and navigating through space up there, and and a few other scientific things that I don't know or understand. But you know, it was all for a test just to see how it would go, and apparently it's gone completely perfectly well. And this is just, it's so exciting just to see the first step back into space, back to the moon, and you know, they're talking about building a moon base now, which is
name after a Doctor Who episode.
Yeah. Yeah. They're talking about doing that, which is apparently going to be part of the way we get to Mars. We might actually just launch the moon base. There you go.
We're going to see Cybermen.
Now that would be something.
No, they get to the moon, and then there's fucking Hitler on the moon. You know.
There we go. 2070.
Yeah.
So we're on course.
We're on course.
We're on course. Real life.
We're on course. It's gonna happen. So yes. So this is it's all part of, you know, going back to the moon and then eventually getting to Mars and beyond, you know. And it's just insane to see it play out in real time, and we will be back on the moon. The plan is at this stage, Artemis 4 will be the first mission to put astronauts back on the moon's surface in 2028. That is the plan. Artemis 3 will launch next year, and that's going to be another test flight that will... apparently it's going to be testing docking with other spacecraft. I think SpaceX and Blue Origin... say what you want, politics, are going to be
docking. Docking's more fun.
Docking's more fun. They're going to be involved in how the Orion docks with those other spacecraft, and they're going to be testing. I don't think they're going to the moon that time. I don't think they're going to go back around the moon. I think they're just going to be in low Earth orbit in space, and then testing out how these spaceships will dock with each other and integrate with each other. So, and that will then help how moon landings may or may not work in the future. I think that's what they're supposed to be doing. So, it's been an emotional 10 days, and it was so cool to see. You know, there were a few of us were at work yesterday. Actually, yesterday morning is when they splashed down in the Pacific, and a bunch of us were at work out the back watching it all on our phones. You know, it's just really cool to have something. You know, like I just talked about how seeing Grace and Rocky work together in Project Hail Mary was just so moving. This is the same kind of thing, but it's real. And I hate, some people are like, why are we spending all this money going into space when we should be fixing the problems we have here and blah, 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 blah. And I get people who say that, but at the same time, the amount of technological and scientific advances that come from space flight and come from space travel and
exploration,
all of this and exploration, we're doing this for a reason, and if that reason is just to give humanity some hope in some dark times. I mean, the world is, you know, not to be a complete TikTok person, but the world is going through it right now. It's really things are pretty bleak, and to have something.
And in history, it's happened before.
And it's I mean, like when Apollo 11 landed on the moon, it was the middle of the Vietnam War.
Yeah.
And that stopped everybody and brought everyone together for like one day, and then they went back to killing each other. So, you know, it may not change hearts and minds, but at least for one brief second, it shows that humanity can be united in one common interest and belief that, you know, is just beautiful and wonderful and inspiring. And I'm going to keep rambling if someone doesn't stop me. So, Fulya,
stop.
Tell us your thoughts on Artemis 2. Have you been following the mission?
I haven't been closely following to it, but just hearing about it from other people, seeing it pop up in, you know, my socials every so often, It does actually, get me very excited because I'm an enthusiast. I'm a fan of space. I like space. Probably not as much as you, Kendall, but but the space does actually fascinate me quite a bit, and I think I'm a little bit more intrigued about it, especially now considering that I've also been to the Kennedy Space Station, in Houston, and being able to see the different shuttles and all the different missions that sort of took place from there. It definitely sort of opened my mind to the idea of going to space in general, and just the information that we can get from exploring space, right? So the fact that this particular mission was successful, they were able to get 4 people to travel around the moon and come back in 10 days is insane. Like, it's unbelievable for a lot of us. And I at least through a podcast who was streaming live when they were doing the splash landing, managed to at least watch that live through them, which was funny to sort of watch it through their eyes as well, but them bringing it up on screen and showing us the actual live stream of the splashdown. And it was just really cool to find out that they actually got down safe. Yeah. But what was also really just mind-boggling is the speed they were coming down into Earth again. They were coming down so fast, and the heat signatures that we were able to see, it was white, like it was so hot. And the parachutes that they used, the initial parachute they used, were like, that is not going to do anything. But obviously, it's the first parachute helps to slow it down a little bit before they bring out the second main parachutes that will then actually slow it down properly. And so, just watching all that and just seeing it in real time is just like, that is so cool. And then, but the thing is, we get to see all that footage. We don't really get to see what's going on the inside. I can't imagine what that would have been like for them, how they were feeling going down in those speeds when they were coming in for the splash landing. Like, how obviously they're harnessed into their seats, buckled up all the way, but the feeling of going down like that fast, you're free falling essentially. And it boggles my mind to think what they were feeling inside that capsule. So
yeah. I couldn't imagine, because you're hearing about them traveling at 20-something thousand miles per hour and 30,000 something feet per second. It's just your brain can't process that.
No.
So I would love to if I could meet one of them, I would love to ask them what's re-entry like? Do you guys pass out or what? It's fascinating. Yeah,
it really is. And that it happened in our time, Australian Eastern Standard Time. I'm happy with that. Morning.
Mornings for us. Yeah, morning launch, morning landing. Yeah,
in the Pacific Ocean. It was really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, really, really awesome. Mike, what are your thoughts on the Artemis 2 mission?
Are we sure it was real? Yeah, it was real. I love the fact that they've gone further than any human has gone. I love the fact that it was a diverse crew.
Yes.
A couple of Canadians as well. What the hell?
Yes, one Canadian. Yes.
What's he doing there?
It was his first time in space altogether.
I thought it was all American. All American. There you go. Any naysayers? There was a Canadian up there. And they never lie. Because they burst into flames if they do.
Yeah, they would.
And just it just made me want to watch Apollo 13 because that was the previous gone further than anyone, but that was by accident. So
yes, it was by accident. Yeah, they
Happy
actually
accident?
did the same thing. So the free return trajectory, that was the same maneuver that Apollo 13
they
did.
slingshot-
as Artemis 2 did. Slingshot around the moon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what was it? 40 something minutes without contact of
yeah, something like that on the dark side of the moon. Yeah.
yeah, like free fall. That's scary. No, thank you. That and the ocean. We should not go because it's scary. I knew. I didn't watch it, unfortunately. I had other stuff to do, like sleep. Probably next year if I can get my kids into like space travel and that is like, hey, like Benny from Lego Movie where he says spaceship.
Spaceship.
Well, this is a real spaceship, and we're going to the moon again, and we're going to go moon base. And what's really, and who knows, maybe my son will be the first man on Mars. Get your ass to Mars.
Get your ass to Mars.
Get your ass to Mars. I buy that for $1. Oh, no, wrong movie. Same creators. Who cares? All right.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah.
Too much
great.
space. I have not enough space. I need
So
all
much
the
space. Yes, all the space. Wonderful stuff. All right, to our next bit of news. It's more Lord of the Rings news regarding the upcoming films that are coming out. This one specifically relating to The Hunt for Gollum, which is supposed to be going into production in a few months from now. But big change. And honestly, I'm not entirely surprised by this. Viggo Mortensen will not be reprising his role as Aragorn, son of Arathorn. A little bit of a blow for the project, perhaps, considering, Elijah Wood was talking about a little while ago, like it's supposed to be getting the band back together sort of vibe with so many returning cast members. But yeah, now Viggo himself will not be there. He did say that he was open to it initially. He was quoted as saying, I don't know exactly what the story is. I haven't heard. This is from like a year or two ago. Maybe I'll hear about it eventually. I like playing that character. I learned a lot playing the character. I enjoyed it a lot. I would only do it if I was right for it in terms of the age I am now and so forth. I would only do it if I was right for the character. It would be silly to do it otherwise. So obviously some creative differences have happened, and whatever Andy Serkis and Peter Jackson are cooking up with this story doesn't align with what Viggo wanted to do with Aragorn. So, and because it's a prequel sort of thing, and Viggo is approaching 70, but he looks damn good for his age. Yeah, I don't think he looks damn good. I don't think he looks 35 again, which was roughly the age when he played Aragorn. He was in his mid to late 30s, so like our age. Yeah. So yeah, I'm not shocked. Not really shocked. But it still is going to be weird seeing someone else that is not him. It would be hilarious if they asked Stuart Townsend to play the role, considering he was the actor who was supposed to be Aragorn originally until
I was going to say, it's not the first time that Aragorn got recast.
Yeah. They started filming and went, nah, we're going to go in a different direction. They literally did a fucking, what's his name from Back to the Future? His name escapes me. I know it.
He's in Mask.
Yes. Yep. No. The name. That's the name. Nick Stoltz.
Okay.
Nick
Nicholas
Stoltz
yeah.
was supposed to be Marty McFly because
Oh.
they couldn't get Michael J. Fox because of family ties, and then Nick Stoltz was not right for the role, and so they basically made it work with Michael J. Fox to the point where he.
Oh, I think I heard about this. I think I watched something like an interview or something.
Yeah,
was
it
it
on
Eric
Netflix?
Stoltz?
Oh, sorry, Eric Stoltz, not
Yeah,
Nick
Eric.
Stoltz. Sorry, I'm getting names and streams crossed. Eric Stoltz. Yes. Yeah. Anyway, Andy Serkis has said they are in the middle of casting at the moment. It is a process. They are looking for a new actor to play the role. No idea any names that are in the pot. I feel like the only way really to do it would be to cast an unknown actor, because so many people project, would project Viggo Mortensen onto whoever this person is. So I feel like if they're an established presence, then maybe it won't work as well. But then it's just going to be whoever's best for the role, I suppose, when it comes down to it. But yeah, I still don't know if this movie needs to exist, so I'm kind of on Viggo's side a little bit here. But hey, it's fine. It's fine. More Lord of the Rings for everybody. Fulya, do you have any thoughts on Viggo Mortensen not coming back for this one?
Not really. I've only watched through Lord of the Rings series like once. Probably should go back and watch it again. I do have the Blu-rays.
You watch it
but
again,
he did play Aragorn really well.
And again.
And again and again.
I don't know. Watching it through once with director's cut, it was enough.
No, again.
Never enough. Again.
But yeah, he played the role very well. I'm sure they'll find someone else that can play the role just as well.
Surely.
Who knows? Yeah, like it's fine. I'm sure they'll find someone.
Excellent.
That's all I got.
No, great. Excellent. Mike, what about you? You're probably a bit more invested in this than Fulya is. What are your thoughts on Viggo not returning?
Well, you say that. Out of the two potential movies that are coming out, I'm more excited about the other one.
I agree.
With Stephen Colbert. This one is sort of
Yeah.
like, really? Do we really need this?
This is it does not feel necessary at all.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
one of my biggest concerns is, well, people are being aged out of their characters. Like Viggo. Love Viggo. Loved him. Yeah, but when you're that age, it's like, well, you can't really be, running around like hills and that, like what he did, and also kicking stuff and breaking your toes and chipping your teeth. We all know the stories.
We all know the stories.
But doing that with a 7-year-old, the healing process is a lot longer. Things do happen. So I kind of get it, but that's the thing. I think recasting, if we want to continue doing these stories, is probably the ideal to do it, because sure, it's fun to have the same people come back and do it, but not when there's too many years in between, and especially if you're trying to look like the part that you were 25 odd years ago. So yeah, I'm all for recasting, but if blessing from Aragorn, from Viggo. Having said that, you could do whatever you want. I mean, it could be a retelling, so you can have Aragorn as the king, with spoilers for Return of the King, but the king returns, and you can have a retelling of him, recounting his story as the old king, and that would be fun seeing.
Something like
Aragorn.
that. Yeah, I agree.
Then you can be still part of it. I mean, yeah, with Ian McKellen, who's a lot older than that. But I'm guessing you could probably get away with it. You can have a body double with Gandalf, because
Yeah.
he's all hair and beard, and you can sort of get away with that, and just having the voice, and it's like, well, yeah, you can sort of get away with that, but yeah. Cool.
Yep.
I'm done.
We're done. And our last bit of news this week is some Star Wars related news. Star Wars. So, the new show that I don't think any of us have watched yet. Fulya, you haven't watched it yet either.
It was on a Monday. I was busy on a Monday.
Yes, it was. Yes. So, Maul Shadow Lord. It's already been given a season 2 green light. So, that's really cool.
Sounds like it's been pretty good then.
Yeah, well, apparently, so this was news that came out while we were off. So this is from literally like Good Friday. They announced this just before the series premiered. So clearly, not only is it, you know, probably had a good reception already online. I haven't seen it, but yeah, Dave Filoni said that, yeah, it's getting a second season, so they must have a lot of confidence, have a lot of faith in what they're doing with the story. It doesn't mean that it'll go beyond season 2. Do we need it to go beyond season 2? Who knows? But yeah, it's really great to see that we're going to get more of this. So it makes me even more excited to watch it, I think. So I'm going to try, hopefully, and do it this week. I think there might be actually 4 episodes this week to watch, because they're doing 2 at a time up until May the 4th, I believe, is the plan. So we'll get because May the 4th is on a Monday this year. So hence the Monday, hence the Monday release date for this one. So that's, yeah,
makes sense.
Yeah, great news.
Synergy.
Great news for Sam Witwer doing an amazing job as Darth Maul himself. So yeah, this is all good news. Fulya, do you have any thoughts on Maul Shadow Lord getting a second season already?
Hey, sounds great. I'm assuming it's going to be really good fun to watch. I can't wait to actually watch it myself. I have been meaning to get around to it at some point, especially considering it's more about Maul, and I want to learn more.
About Maul.
More Maul.
More.
More Maul.
Mole.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to at least watching this first season, and then I'm sure it's like it deserves this second season. So it'll be more. We'll get all of them all.
All the more.
All the more.
More in my veins.
Yeah, very, very, very excited for that team. It sounds like it's doing very well.
Yeah, it's good news. It's very good news. Mike, thoughts on this one?
If it's that good, getting a second season, and only 2 are out. Well, 4 out now. 4 out later. Cool. Can't wait. It's time to sit down and watch. Yeah. So good. Also, a little tidbit, because my algorithm says you like Star Wars stuff. It's like, and they gave a little. Did you know? They in the show, they used sound bites of Sam's screams within the lightsaber, so that's pretty cool. Every time he moves, there's Sam yelling, so that's cool. So hear out for that. I thought, oh, that's cool. I'm done.
Nice.
Cool, let's get a second season. Yeah.
That's the news. Yes. We're done with the news. Very cool. We're done, which means it's time to roll on up to the trailer park.
Rolling up to the trailer park where we all park all the trailers. Hee-ha.
Okay, trailer park time. We got a few trailers to get through today, and we're going to kick things off with a Marvel trailer, because we got our first look at the upcoming special presentation of The Punisher: One Last Kill. Yep, this looks awesome. This looks just like a sort of like an epilogue maybe to the Punisher Netflix show, I suppose. But then it also seems to maybe forecast some of what's going to happen in Daredevil Born Again. I don't know, because Frank has been mentioned obviously in the second season of that show. So, and we don't know where he is at the moment, but clearly he is going to show up, whether it's in Daredevil or clearly his own show. He's going to show up regardless. But it looks really intense, and I love that they're going back into the well of like his grief and his loss and like whatever PTSD he's suffering from everything he's done, and ultimately the loss of his young daughter. That kind of served as sort of the backbone of his time on Daredevil season 2 and in his own show. So yeah, it looks trippy with like him talking to things that aren't there, maybe, or maybe they are, and maybe like it's kind of very like what's real, what's not real. But at least that's the way the trailer was sort of put forth. So that was, yeah, it was interesting, and I think John Bernthal's a great fit for this character and really does such a great job. But then there's also the question of how do we get from here to Spider-Man, because he's obviously going to be in Spider-Man Brand New Day.
A haircut and a shave.
Haircut and a shave, yeah. Yes, indeed. But yeah, this looks really, really awesome, and it's coming out after Daredevil Born Again season 2 wraps up, so I look forward to watching it. Fulya, I know you still haven't dabbled in this part of the MCU, but what did you make of this? And I'm guessing, judging by the look on your face and the shake of your head, that you're not interested.
This will be good for the first outing for a Punisher film.
Yeah, good way to start.
Wow. Yeah.
The last one.
It's very violent.
Frank's a kid.
I don't know. I have no idea. Like, if I was to even jump into this, I probably have no context as to what happened in the past. So a lot of things might be spoiled for me in terms of the character development, because it's already been developed a lot, considering he's been in, his own other show and then Daredevil, and I don't know. I'm stuck in the middle. I don't know what to do.
Stuck in the middle with you.
I don't. Do I need to watch it?
I mean, you should watch all the other stuff. I mean,
I probably should before I get to this one, but considering that the Brand New Day is not that far away, I'm probably screwed. I'm not gonna have time.
Look, I honestly think, because like the MCU's kind of learned a lesson of, we can't assume everyone's watching everything anymore.
Yeah.
So I feel like the way that they're going to put Punisher into Brand New Day is going to be very easy, similar to how they put Matt Murdock into No Way Home. So I think it'll be okay.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think you'll miss anything. And if there is anything, you have questions, you can ask us, or you can sign back up to Netflix and watch the shows. They're not on Netflix anymore. They're on Disney Plus. Sign back up to Disney Plus and watch them. Yes. If you haven't done that already.
I have.
Yes. Okay, good. Wonderful.
Just whether I'll have the time is the other question.
Yes. No, that is
very time committing. Yeah.
It is. It is. Cool. Well, thank you for your honesty. As always, we do appreciate it. Mike, what did
Sometimes
you think?
I feel like you guys are just like, you're being too honest here. It's a bit brutal for you.
No. Like, we don't want you to sugarcoat it. If you don't, it's not our fault if you don't like it. So it's fine.
Yeah.
It's okay. We all like and don't like things, and we're allowed to have our feelings.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
it's totally fine. Don't worry.
And we judge you if you don't. Not really.
See?
No, I do
Mike,
it.
you're not
I do it for
helping.
the joke. I do it for jokes.
Yes.
I know.
Funny, haha.
Yes.
Funny
yes.
haha joke.
I do it for the bits. I mean,
Bits and the bobs.
I get.
I mean, I've already watched Firefly. I mean, it's fine.
Oh,
So-
what?
No, never mind. That's a joke. within a joke section.
Joke. Joke section. Anyway, while we've got you, Mike, what are your thoughts on this Punisher trailer?
I think it's fine. I think it's I think you knocked the nail on the head. Of people don't know, for newcomers, they don't know who Frank Castle is, so they Castle, sorry, American, Castle. So I think the story is to wrap up what was going on in the Netflix stuff. And we still don't know where this sort of story fits. It could potentially fit before even his bit in second Daredevil Born Again, but it would be like before that. And so him coming into Brand New Day, I don't particularly think you need all the story. I think you just need. I think they're just going to sum it up in the movie itself of saying, this is Frank Castle. His family was killed, so he went on a revenge rampage, and so this particular thing is to finish up everything. I think people are speculating that the last kill is the last people involved with the murder of his family. I don't think it's going to be like, oh, it's his last kill and he's going to die at the end. I don't think it's going to be that.
No, I agree. Yeah, I agree.
I think it's just to wrap up that stuff so he can do what he's doing in Brand New Day. So you can sort of put a line in the sand of where it is. So, yeah. Otherwise, because it's Spider-Man, it's something different. So I don't expect people who are watching Spider-Man, mostly, kids. It's the kid version stuff. I don't expect them to go back and actually watch this thing. It's like, you can't really do that because they make the joke where he was about to say motherfucker, and then he thwipped him. It's like, no, PG. We're in the PG territory. Yeah,
this ain't Deadpool.
This ain't Deadpool. But still, I want to make more crossover with Deadpool and stuff. I want to see more of that. Yes. Frank Castle just beating the living piss out of him. I love that. Punchy bag. So when is this coming out?
Yes, well, Punisher One Last Kill. In the States, it'll be dropping on Tuesday night, the 12th of May, but that will be Wednesday, the 13th in the morning for us. So because that's when Daredevil's been dropping, so it's the same kind of schedule here. So yeah, a month away. Our next trailer, we're crossing the pond to DC, and it's our second trailer for the upcoming Supergirl movie. And I've decided I'm going to spend half of this movie crying because they hurt my boy.
You just decided.
I just decided.
Yeah.
You hurt that dog. I cry. Okay, I cry, and then I do exactly what what Rosa says in the meme. It's happening. Yeah. So that looks like it's going to be the plot of the movie. Is that Crypto gets poisoned by these bad people, and Kara has to try and find a way to cure him, and there's only 3 days, and I'm just like, no.
It's
why?
the John Wick version of superheroes.
Yeah.
But with John Wick, there's no ticking clock on a dog.
No, because the dog died immediately. And that I didn't handle that well either. Yeah. Look, yeah, I'm sad already about this. This is just brutal. But it looks like it might make for an interesting story, at least. There's a lot of emotion going on here, and like we get that intro from Kal-El, from Superman himself, kind of warning Kara about, where she's going, what she's doing, and she's clearly very pessimistic and caught up in her own grief for the loss of her world. And what that baggage is. So it looks like we're gonna get to see all those flashbacks with her. And I'm guessing that was David Krumholtz playing her dad as well. I'm like, that's cool. I enjoy watching him in things. Yeah. And then Jason Momoa's here as Lobo, getting to live out his dream. Looks like he's having a lot of fun with that. I was enjoying some of the back and forth in the trailer between the two of them. Yeah. But then there was a part in the trailer where Supergirl says something to the effect of like, you shouldn't, revenge doesn't heal the pain or whatever she says. And I'm like, wait, did the movie just spoil the fact that she's going to learn that? Like, because I thought like the whole start of this kind of felt like she's out for, she's very pessimistic. She's very down on herself and chaotic and destructive. And then she's going through this stuff with crypto. And then she says this to that, there's obviously this other younger female character that kind of becomes friends with her because she's been affected by the same bad guys. And it looks like she's trying to teach her this lesson. But then we also get after that, like, Kara kind of implying that she's losing her shit because of what they did to crypto. And then I'm like wondering if that moment where her eyes go bright red, I was like, crypto's not dying. We're not killing crypto. We're not doing it. It's just not happening. I will riot. So I don't know if
they
maybe
wouldn't.
Surely they wouldn't. Surely they wouldn't.
Better not.
Yeah. They better fucking not. It's not gonna be pretty. But yeah, I don't know. I thought it was a good trailer, and I'm getting more sold on the film. But at the same time, I feel like this trailer showed a lot of footage from various scenes in the film. Maybe too much. I don't know. Because I'm gonna go see it anyway. But yeah, I guess they've got a job to do and try and sell the movie with the trailer. And yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's a weird one for me. Emotional roller coaster. Fulya, what did you think of the second trailer for Supergirl?
Yeah, it was an interesting watch just to see sort of where it's going, then finding out that it's about crypto and our new poor puppy's dying. It's like, we don't want that. No. Like, I know the puppy's chaotic and all, but you don't want to do that to him. So it's gonna be one of those kind of movies where you really hope the dog survives. And I hope he does, because he's really cute. But I think this is also going to be I think the story is going to be more so for Supergirl, and she's going to hopefully learn some stuff from this experience, I would say. Because she just seems so carefree. She doesn't have like any kind of responsibility. She's not really doing much with her life. She seems like she's alone, even though she has crypto. It's almost like she's in her own fortress of solitude, to be honest. And she needs family and some form of like bond with doesn't necessarily have to be humans, but like other people, I guess, if we want to put it in that respect. So this is going to be definitely a learning curve for Supergirl, and she's going to be experiencing something. Let's just see what it's all about, I guess. I guess I'm ready. I'm ready. This is me diving into the DCU, into DC specifically a little bit more, and you know what? I'm here for it. So I am ready. I am ready to experience Supergirl.
Excellent. Excellent. I love this.
And to see Jason Momoa kick ass, maybe, or get his butt kicked. He seems like he's having fun, so
he does. He sure does. Awesome. I'm glad you're interested in this one, Fulya. That's very good to hear. Mike, what about you? What did you make of the Supergirl trailer?
It was a quite simple trailer. It may have talked about it too much, like the actual story. But I don't know. It could be just a simple like learning to be learning humanity basically, and what her past life and what she came from and what she is now, and less pessimistic. I think it's to learn to find the joys in life, and having that with the dog Crypto almost dying. Maybe she learns from that. I don't know. It could be as simple or more complex. I don't know. It is a comic book movie, so it is sort of going for the sort of family route. So I don't think they are going to kill off the dog. I think that's abhorrent, just to prove a point. They're not going to fridge a dog. They'll fridge girlfriends and wives, but not dogs, because sexism. Anyway, yeah, I think there's one or two ways of actually thinking of this, because unfortunately, it is a thing of female-led movies don't do as well as male leads, so they're probably going to throw everything into it, including having like the cameo from Superman in it to say, hey, it's okay to watch this, and Lobo's going to be fun. Yeah, so I'm definitely going to be watching this, but I'm not expecting to be wowed in a way. But I don't want to downplay it as well. I think it's just going to be a fun little movie dealing with space, because it's not done by James Gunn, but it definitely has this sort of James Gunn like cosmic sort of stuff. And that's what people have been saying, that it looks a lot like Guardians. It's like, well, it definitely has like elements of that, and I think it's because someone else is doing it, and they don't want to be over foreshadowing what has come before, with the Superman movie being Earthbound, and now we're dealing with the cosmic side. Okay, what would a cosmic DC look like under the guise of James Gunn, and how to get that sort of familiarization? It would be Guardians, because Guardians is James Gunn to a T, and so it has that sort of elements, and I don't mind that, because I like Guardians, and it looks like it's going to have a bit of fun with a female protagonist, which is also fun. And also another fun thing is we haven't had a Supergirl movie in the last 50 years, so I think it's by time to have another one.
Absolutely, yes.
And also Aussies represent. Woo!
Yeah, Millie Alcock. Yes, so good for her.
All good. So
all good.
When is this movie coming out, Kendall?
Yes, well, I have it here in my notes. Coming out in June. Yes, 25th of June, Supergirl will be in cinemas here in Australia.
I might be on my second time off.
Hey,
because I have too much leave, and they told me you have too much leave. Use it. I was like, okay,
use it.
2026 is Mike's year of holidays.
Mike's holiday, yeah.
I don't know what to do with myself.
All right, third trailer for this week is Masters of the Universe. This is our first full trailer for this. We've had a teaser already. This is the big one. And I'm really glad that that the Kevin Smith show exists, because watching that has me more hyped for this movie than I would have been otherwise. Whether it's going to be as good as that show was, because that show was very good, and if people haven't seen it, they should absolutely watch it. But this trailer, however, it's whoever put it together. It's a good trailer. Like it really sells the movie. It shows off so many great action pieces. It shows off what Eternia looks like and what all the characters look like. We get to actually finally see and hear Jared Leto as Skeletor in this trailer, and it doesn't need to be Jared Leto. Why is it Jared Leto? Because Mike's like, exactly. Well, it's not even his voice. You cannot even tell it is him. He's
and it's the wrong voice too, but I'll get into it.
Okay, yes, all right. I won't say too much more. But yes, it could have been anyone, because he's a CG character as far as we can tell. Like, it's not a guy wearing a mask in a cape. It's a CG rendered person, and I mean, he looks badass, and I like the voice. I do, but it doesn't sound like Jared Leto, which is fine, and maybe that's what they were going for, because so many people don't like him now, and I hate it. But anyway, maybe not. Maybe that's just me being, internet talking in my head. But no, it could have been anybody. It didn't have to be him. But regardless, I don't know. I want more of Alison Brie as Evelyn, to be honest, because we only got a brief little glimpse of her in this trailer, and I need more, because damn. Damn. Yeah, it looks fun. It looks good, and like Idris Elba as well as Man at Arms is just like the best casting, and for some reason it's reminding me of him playing Heimdall a little bit, just because Eternia has an Asgard vibe to it. So I don't know if that's a conflict of interest for me or whatever it is, but yeah, I really hope this movie is good, because it looks like a lot of fun and it looks like a good time at the cinema. So hopefully the story is as good as all the shiny bits moving around it. So, but we'll find out very soon. Fulya, what did you think of this trailer for Masters of the Universe?
Yeah, it's pretty epic, hey. It's looking very good. And I like that we're not seeing celebrity faces or people that we already know of, at least. It's nice to see some fresh faces here. So I'm intrigued. I've only recently gotten into the whole Masters of the Universe franchise from the new animated series that Kevin Smith put together, and I really enjoyed it, especially the story of it all. It's really cool, and yeah, I'm just now it's getting to that point. We're in that era of animated shows are now being brought to life in live action. I like it, but I also don't at the same time, because like it's cool that we get to see it be brought to life and actually see what it would be like if it was live action style. But a lot of the times they don't do it justice. So I'm kind of scared in a way that this might end up doing that, because of some of the elements like Skeletor may not sort of play out very well on screen once it's all said and done. But I guess it's just one of those type of, once just watch it and find out for yourself kind of a situation. So I don't know. We'll see. I'll probably end up watching it anyway. Just I'm not 100% sure whether I'll actually go see it in the cinema or whether I'll just wait for it to come to the streaming service. But who knows?
Yeah, that's fair. That's very fair. Okay. Thank you for your thoughts on that one, Mike. I'm keen for what you have to say here, so let's dive into your thoughts on the Masters of the Universe trailer, please.
Yeah, sure. It looks good. I always like retro futuristic stuff, and how this is more retro 80s than like retro, where real retro futuristic is like the 60s sort of stuff, like bubble cars and Jetsons and all that. Where what would the ideal future would look like in the in the vein of like what the 60s were, and this is sort of like the 80s because it's He-Man and it's 80s, and yeah, it kind of looks like Asgard because they definitely have the sort of aesthetic that it comes of something that looks familiar, but it looks semi cool at the same time. But we know it's coming from something that's a little bit more campy, and I say that for Skeletor because ever since the teaser came out, it's like, okay, what would Skeletor sound like? Because from the cartoon, it's always like this. It's always the it's always the campy sort of. It's always up here, and yeah,
kind of nasally too.
Yeah, and I reckon that could have worked in a weird way. I reckon that could have worked. Like in the show, it's like you can also be this sort of intimidating. And when he's like with his henchmen and not with the main guy, it's like just lounging around, it's like, it gets me grapes. You know, I was expecting something like that, but they could probably still play with it because we've only heard like a couple of sentences from Mr. Stiletto, and and it's fine, but I was hoping for something a bit more akin to that. It's like, well, you can sort of do what you want with it and just go crazy, because it is, you can still go down the same vein of making it as serious as you can, but he still has a bit of a stupid voice, but it sort of works, you know. It could have been like that sort of hand in hand sort of, yeah, it's camp. It's a guy wearing a salmon shirt because he likes his pink, and he brings up a sword. I have the power, and he turns into a Chippendale, and you know, loincloth and big muscles. It's like, you know, people are expecting is like, yes, this is what testosterone looks like. No, this is what this is a gay bar. You know, men at arms and Adam turning into, you know, a muscle bound hero. Expecting your kids to not grow up to be gay, they had no chance. And yeah, and just the different characters as well. That's always a bit of fun with the He-Man. And they sort of dabbled with that with the Kevin Smith stuff. It's like, well, if we treat it like Shakespeare, if we treat this like Shakespeare and not to be tongue in cheek, it's like, oh, is this stupid? You know, he's like, what do you expect? Yellow spandex, that sort of stuff is out. That sort of stuff is out. We're dealing with the weird.
That.
We're doing that. We're doing the weird, all right, and we're proud of it. You know, we're loud and proud. You know, that sort of thing. So, will I go watch it? I don't know. I'll probably give it a week and say what, and have the internet do the canary in the coal mine and say yay or nay. Yeah, I'm sort of the same with Hail Mary. I haven't seen it, but people are saying it's like the best movie of the year. I was like, okay, I'll join in. I'm a lemming. I will be part of this thing.
Good.
But I won't be paying for it. Anyway, when is this coming out, Kendall?
Yes, Masters of the Universe is also coming out in June, a couple of weeks earlier than Supergirl, on the 4th of June. Yes. Yeah. All right. We got one more trailer to talk about, and I'm actually really excited about this one.
Yeah?
Yeah. So, this is Backrooms. And this is a horror film. Such sort of suspense thriller. And it's based on a creepypasta internet picture that turned into a short film that was made by Kane Parsons, who is the director of this movie. And I've seen the short film, and I forgot about it, and then and then when I saw like that they were like A24 started teasing on socials this movie like a month or so ago, and I was like, oh my god, let's go. And I'm just really impressed because not only have they gotten the director of the short film to do the feature, which is just hats off. I love when they do that. But getting like supremely talented actors, Oscar-nominated actors, and Chiwetel Ejiofor and Renata Reinsver to play the two leads here is just A+ casting. Bringing some heavy hitters into this weird sort of suspense film. It's a weird kind of horror. It's this like liminal space thing where like you don't know what's around every corner. You don't know like what's coming. It just looks like an ordinary hallway or a series of rooms, but there's something not quite right. And I kind of really liked how the trailer kind of showed just that ominous feeling that the short film gives. The short film, because in this trailer you get to see like bits of like VHS tape footage that was filmed for proof or whatever. The short film is just the tape. It's a found footage style short. So it's all camera POV. You don't actually really see any people. That's not to say you don't see anything. You definitely see something. Oh, it's creepy as shit. But this trailer looks great. It looks really, creepy and fascinating. Like it's ticking all the boxes for me in terms of the kind of horror I really like. Just mysterious and unsettling, and something supernatural might be going on. Who knows? Like what are the back rooms? What's in the back rooms? Don't know. But I think the trailer does an exceptional job of selling and getting people interested into the mystery, I think. And the fact that it's A24 is just, I mean, they never miss. They rarely miss. There may be a couple of misses in there, but on the whole, they're quite a good film studio. So yeah, I can't wait to watch this. I can't wait. This is gonna be awesome. Fulya's probably got the exact opposite effect. I'm fully expecting. But because this is a trailer and a film that's not it's not like gory horror, it's not like super terrifying like some other stuff that Mike and I enjoy. I thought I would present it anyway and see what you thought on something a little different. But what did you think of the Backrooms trailer?
For whatever reason, I thought it kind of reminded me of a video game that I've seen friends of mine play, and it looked very similar to this.
Yeah,
but it's not based on it.
No, I think the concept has been adapted into games.
Yes.
But I don't think it's been.
No.
I don't think it's actually been made into a game.
Yeah, I don't think it's based off of the game that I'm thinking of, and I did actually search it to see whether or not it was, but it's not. So that's one thing. But it just sort of made me think about that video game, like realizing, okay, it's almost similar to that, but it's not. So, but yeah, anyway, this particular trailer, very spoopy. Not for me. But the thing is though, I managed to watch through it and I still had that sort of icky feeling of, okay, this is supposed to make me feel uncomfortable from watching the trailer. But I managed to get through it and I was fine by the end of it. But I still had that uncomfortable feeling from seeing it. The cast member that I alluded to at the start of the show, who is from Shrinking, is actually Lukita Maxwell.
Okay.
Yes, she plays the daughter of Jason Segel's character in Shrinking, which was interesting. So when she popped up in this trailer, I'm like, oh, I know you.
Nice.
So yeah, it's I mean, I will say the fact that they've this whole color tone of like just yellow in this
Yeah.
in these rooms, in these corridors. It's very striking, even though it's not too bright. It's like this sort of pastel yellow, and it's just throughout the whole area. But then the fact that they mentioned that it's the back room of a store, and I'm thinking, oh no, this is horror film working in retail.
Yeah.
And I work in the back rooms.
Yeah.
Then you would be all for this film.
No.
Because how creepy it is.
I don't want it to be creepy working back there. Oh man. Yeah, it's very I think it's just one of those things. It's not for me. I'm not gonna watch it. But it did actually have me sort of thinking sort of about this film and things that related to it in a way. So yeah. Have fun with it though.
Thanks. Thank you so much. Okay, Mike.
Yes.
What was your thoughts on this trailer for Backrooms? Are you intrigued at all?
I'm kind of intrigued because I really like the history with it, because it does come from creepypasta from 4chan and all those servers of people people who do work at retail. It's like, isn't it creepy? It was like all these back rooms and there's nothing in there, and people, and with creepypasta, it's always it's kind of like playing telephone, like people add on and it sort of melds into that, and then all of a sudden the same guy that did the short film is now doing the actual film. I think that's kind of cool. It's like if there was ever, well, I don't know, something from the internet that sort of went into like something else. I'm trying to think here. Say, if you know Tom Scar's FNAF sort of thing, and if that became like a cartoon sort of thing,
Right.
and he would be still like showrunner and doing that sort of thing. So that would be awesome. And then I realized this Kane Parsons, who's directing it, he's only 20, and that fucking annoys me.
I'm sorry? He's a child?
He's 20.
Okay.
Don't have to belittle him.
He's okay. He's 20 years old.
Yeah.
What?
Filmmaker, visual effects artist, and does all this thing. And he's got a YouTube channel as well. So the trailer is on his YouTube channel too.
I hate people like that. Damn it.
Yeah, that annoys me. It annoys me. But all for him. All
congratulations, dude. Like,
yeah.
That's
his career's taken off so early.
It's like,
yeah,
hey.
And he's from England as well.
Yeah,
apparently.
he's British.
Or he was
American.
born in the UK, lives in America. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So props for him for A24 to say, hey, here you go, do what you want. It's like, what? It's all right.
That's
all right.
Crazy.
Anyway, and that's the thing. I really, because I need to mention his age, because this is a new form of horror that I kind of like, that's started in the last 15 odd years of analog horror. It's kids, 20-year-olds, kids who have no concept of analog anything. Everything was all digital when they were growing up. It's like, what's this analog stuff? What's this videotapes? This found footage. They would marvel at the Blair Witch Project. It's like, what do you mean it was all on videotapes? It's like this old technology, and how to scare the living shit out of people who have no concept of it. Like, it's like, what do you mean that? Like, if they watched The Ring, they would be absolutely petrified. It's like, how can this thing? I haven't got a videotape, but I've got a videotape. Yeah, never mind. I've got a videotape. It's in my hand. It's not my phone, but it's a videotape. It's like, what do you mean? It's like this videotape is haunted. It's sort of thing like Stephen King would do, but he would do the opposite. If you've seen the movie or read the thing Cell, it's how he thought. Well, cell towers are sort of getting into people's brains and it's turning into drones. This is the opposite, where old technology is sort of haunted, and sort of and I love the fact that they actually put like found footage, and also this is set in, I want to say, like the late 90s, early 2000s sort of era where they still had videotapes, and not everything was like digital. So I'm all for this. So when is this coming out, Kendall?
Excellent. This will be out not too far away. Backrooms will be in cinemas on the 28th of May, if you dare. I definitely want to try and go to the cinema and see this one. So, yeah. Exciting. Okay. That's Trailer Park done, which means we're kind of stepping into the time, the moment, the segment, the section, the part, the place, the wibbly, the wobbly, the dimily, the wimily that we like to call
Talking Who popcorn culture.
Talking Who. Hey, Talking Who.
Yes. It's time to talk some Who, because we're going to be discussing Doctor Who Series 7, Episode 10, Hide. Yes. Let's jive. Words. Let's dive. It's that part of the show where my words start failing me. Let's dive in to our overall thoughts on the episode. I really liked this one. I thought it was a really cool story. Speaking of horror, it's set up as a ghost story. Set up with like a whole paranormal investigation thing going on, and all of that, and then scary creatures, hiding in the shadows and whatnot. A bit of a mystery there. I really love that. That kind of had me. And if that had been all it was, I would have been fine with it. But then the story turns into, no, it's actually a time travel situation. And there's a pocket universe, and there's a person in there who's experiencing time at a different rate to us. And there's also some actual creatures that are, that appear to be trying to get her, and one of them's trapped, and it's the whole thing. There's just so many facets to this story, and then of course we've got the continuing part of the Doctor trying to find out about Clara, as well. So yeah, there's a lot going on, but I really enjoyed it for what it was. I love when Doctor Who kind of takes me to places that I don't really expect, as well, and some surprises are always nice. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. The cast was really good. The two supporting characters, main ones that we got to see, were a bit of fun, and another stellar performance from Matt Smith, getting to just run the gamut from excited Doctor to serious Doctor to scared Doctor. We don't get to see the Doctor afraid too often, but it does happen, and yeah, he nailed it. So yeah, I really enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to getting into it a bit more with you guys. So tell me first, Fulya, what did you think of Hide?
I enjoyed it. It was a good watch. Just sort of seeing them do kind of like a Monster of the Week kind of an episode. So it was really, really interesting. And yeah, just still very timey-wimey, and a lot of time travel involved in this one specifically. It's sort of going back and forth a lot. but then also, you're getting your alien for the episode, but it doesn't go the way you think it does, which was one of those kind of like, oh, okay, cool. That's interesting. But I'm sure we'll get into that in a moment. So yeah, it was a fun episode to say the least. Clara doesn't really do much, to be honest, in this episode. Just there for the chats.
I mean, yeah. I mean, like the main thing she does really is the kind of help to save the Doctor at the end with the TARDIS. But I have questions about that anyway.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
We'll get to that. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, no, good episode overall.
Nice. Mike, how does this one sit for you? On the rewatch, how you feel about it?
I did like this one. It definitely has a sort of solid story for the week, and also being a horror story. Some people and some people do like, and some people don't like the sort of misdirect at the end. I think, well, it's it being a science fiction thing. They don't, Doctor Who tends to not dabble with supernatural stuff, but having the explained it being it's science, but I think it's more wibbly wobbly timey wimey stuff at the same time. And coincidentally, I've been listening to a podcast that sort of is sort of debunking this sort of thing of what ghosts could be, is actually people from a different timeline sort of entering the same thing, and yeah, it's all quite interesting, and yeah, and I love reference. It definitely has the sort of feel of like Poltergeist, and especially going into a different realm, and yeah, just being scared. And it's not the first. It's not the last time that Matt Smith entered a place and had to deal with ghosts and being scared. And yes, I'm talking about the Dragon show.
Yes, House of the Dragon. Yes,
House
sometimes I actually had a moment during this episode while I was watching and remembering that he's also Daemon Targaryen now, and just going, how is this frolicking man with a bow tie also an evil dragon-blooded incestuous asshole? Like the fact that those two are being embodied by the same human is just wild to me.
Matt Smith has range.
He has the range, darling. Yes, he does.
Yeah. Yeah, so props to the writer. Hold on, Neil Cross, who also wrote the previous.
Cold War. Cold War? No, that was Mark Gatiss. Sorry.
Yeah, that was Cold War. Not the previous episodes, like the ones that we watched. Hold on, sorry.
No, you're fine.
The Rings of Akaten.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like a guest writer for this one. He wrote this one as a spec script, and the BBC said, "Oh, this is really cool. Can you write another one?" And then he wrote the Rings of Akaten, and it's like, I like that one too. He's really good, and he's only written two. Yeah, he's only written two stories so far.
Oh, these are the only two he did.
Yeah, apparently.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, hopefully he writes some Doctor Who again in some form.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, otherwise, cool. I did like this episode, and
awesome.
It being the misdirect, and also it's not a horror story. It's not a horror story. It's a story of love, and family dealing with time travel shenanigans and stuff, and fit it into a bow. And even the monster's not really a monster. Maybe a bit much, but there you go.
There you go.
Bit sorry.
Okay. Well, good. Let's dive in a bit deeper. I'm glad you guys also enjoyed the episode. Okay. Well, I want to talk about, to start with, our supporting players. We have Professor Alec Palmer and Emma Grayling, who are played by Doug Ray Scott and Jessica Rain, respectively. Um, I I really liked them, like a lot. I thought they were really good. I liked this underlying tension between the two of them, the whole time. And that one scene where they're both like edging closer to each other and threatening to touch, and then he's like, I better be going. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, I just thought that was really kind of sweet. They both had really great presences. I can't remember what I've seen Doug Gray Scott in before, but he's been in a bunch of stuff. He's a character actor that's been around for years and years. And I think Jessica Rain's in Call the Midwife or something, some other big British show. I've definitely seen her name somewhere on a DVD at work.
He was in Batwoman.
Oh, he was in the Batwoman series.
Colonel Jacob Kane.
But we wouldn't know that because it didn't come out.
No, the series, are you talking about, Fulya?
Yeah, the series.
The series.
Yeah.
The Batwoman series, not the Batgirl movie.
Same thing.
Yeah, same.
He's been in a lot, though. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. He's been in a lot.
He has, yeah, he's been around the block a few times. Take that as you want. But I kind of like how the Doctor, you know, when he uses his psychic paper and then he starts talking to them about, because he knows who they both are, of course, and he mentions the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare, which is a legit thing, a real thing from World War II. Guy Ritchie made a movie about it with Henry Cavill a couple of years ago. But then he also mentions, what was it called? I should have written it down. I thought I wrote it down. This other thing. It's like a Baker Street thing. Oh, fucking hell. What is it? The Baker Street Baker Street Irregulars. Sorry. He mentions he's part of the Baker Street Irregulars. That is a fictional thing. And that is a reference, obviously, to Sherlock Holmes. It's something that Arthur Conan Doyle put into his world. So there's a bit of fact and fiction kind of mixed together with him, and I thought that was really fun. And just the fact that he's, you know, really interested in the paranormal, and, you know, like, neither him nor Emma have any idea the true identity of the quote unquote ghost that they're trying to find. But, you know, I like that bit where Clara's like, wait, you spent actual money to buy a house that's terrifying and haunted, and you actually paid for this? And he's like, yeah, I did. I want to be here. Yeah, I just thought that was really cool. And then Emma Grayling is really interesting as well. I really loved her as a screen presence too. She's got a very striking face, and she's an empathic psychic, I think was the term used to describe her. The fact that she can sense emotions very, very strongly and read emotions very strongly, and we get to see her run the gamut of those during this episode. Another funny moment for me with the Doctor where he would, like, after she explained to Clara what that meant, and then the Doctor's like, oh yes, imagine feeling all of the guilt and the hurt and the pain and the sorrows of the entire world, and then Clara's just like, Doctor, stop. like like just one of those beautiful moments of the Doctor just not picking up on the social cue is just so funny. But yeah, she goes through it this episode as well, you know, the fact that she has to, you know, well, we find out obviously that the Doctor is there for her so she can read Clara and find out if something's off, what's going on. But then, you know, she's kind of the crux of this whole thing. Like, we have to use your ability to open the doorway into the pocket universe so he can save Healer Takorian and bring her home. So yeah, and the way that she kind of has to portray that intensity of this agony of pain, of psychic energy, and everything that's going on is just, I was really impressed. I thought it was really really good, and it was really powerful to watch. So and then sweet that there was like a hint at the end that the two of them obviously end up together. I didn't really need the extra added, maybe Hila is your great granddaughter. I thought that was really unnecessary. And it's got nothing to do with her skin color. Please don't at me. That's totally fine. But I just thought that was a bit of a stretch. But the sentiment is sweet. I get it. But yeah. So, but no, these two characters are really interesting, and I kind of wanted to spend more time with them. But yeah, I'm guessing we don't ever see them again. But that's fine. That's fine. Fulya, what did you think of Alec and Emma in this episode?
Yeah, they were interesting characters. I actually sort of enjoyed the chemistry that those two had. Even though you could tell, like, you know, they've got sparks between them, but they just don't sort of follow through with it. And then it takes the Doctor and Clara coming in and be like, hey, you know, you like each other, right? Just like say it. So yeah, no, those two were actually pretty cool. Especially seeing Emma being the psychic, the empathic psychic in this episode, and sort of just seeing how her skill works, the way that she has to yell out to the ghosts and like not really yell, but call out to them to be in the room, kind of a thing. And it's always towards the same pocket of space, like in the same direction. So, and they also notice that this ghost that they're trying to call through is always in the same position in the photos that they take. So that was kind of a cool little thing that they discovered as well. And especially when the Doctor was like, always in the same position, in the same spot. So that was cool. But those two together, they work really well. They definitely care for each other. And you can really tell, even if they don't admit their feelings for each other, especially Alec, trying to be all serious and no, I must do my work. I can't, you know. He did also mention the fact that he went to war as a single person and thought that it was fine, that he was okay to die. And now that he's kind of devoting his life to this work, and I don't know, maybe it's just like he doesn't want to be distracted or something like that. Maybe that's what that is. He wants to follow through with it all. But I guess the Doctor and Clara just came in and meddled. So.
As they are wont to do.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. No, but they were interesting characters.
Yeah, cool. Awesome. Mike, what did you make of Professor Alec and the psychic Emma?
I liked them. And the way I like them is they don't come back. Because then you can pretty much overstay your welcome.
Yeah.
And I like what they did for this particular episode, because they just fit really well within the confines of spooky house, and searching for ghosts, and then you got Professor and his backstory so it's sort of like a somewhat mirror image to the Doctor and the companion sort of relationship, but then they can go off on that, and then you do see like sort of some familiarities with with the Doctor and himself being like soldiers of war, and that is also like with the overarching sort of thing that we have with the Impossible. The Impossible Woman being Clara, the Doctor is sort of especially this year, this particular year, because we're going into like the 60th anniversary, and we're going to be dealing with the Doctor's past and what happened during the Time War and sort of thing, and so it's sort of playing on that sort of thing of sure you're fighting the good fight, but at what costs, and the sort of duality of have to sacrifice so much for the betterment of many. So it's the trolley problem, and you can sort of see the kingship with the Doctor, and how they're dealing with that, and it's sort of the same for Clara and Emma, how their relationship with the two men is sort of slightly similar, and how they do have the trust issues and all that, but Emma's more foregone to, well, they could be like there is a working relationship, but there's also a romantic entanglement as well. And I do like the fact that they sort of do play on that with Doctor and Clara, how the Doctor does put his arm around without knowing, and then, oh, sorry, no, we're not doing that. No. No, that's not what we're doing right here. So I do like that aspect. So it's sort of like a quasi sort of an alternative look of what Doctor and companion sort of relationship have, but it's human form, and it's dealing with a spooky ghost. Could be a spooky ghost. Maybe a spooky ghost. So I like what they did for this particular story. I do.
Nice.
That was your question? I can't remember.
That's basically it. Yeah. That's pretty much it. Yes. I love your tangents, so there's no wrong answers here. The next thing I wanted to kind of talk about was probably my favorite part of the episode, and that was the Doctor and Clara traveling in the TARDIS through time to figure out what was going on and get to the bottom of this ghost. And the fact that, I mean, not only does it result in a cool reveal when we get back to the mansion in 1974, and we get to kind of basically see that flicker of photos, Jesus, that reveal that, yeah, you're welcome, that reveal Hela Tokorian, but also reveal that there's something else afoot. That was a really cool reveal in and of itself. I really thought that was awesome. But for me, it was just this journey the two of them went on to the different periods of Earth's timeline. The fact that the Doctor took Clara all the way back 6 billion years ago, he said. You know, we get to see the Earth in its early stages, lava everywhere, tectonic plates still shifting and forming, and you know, it's a baby planet Earth. And then we go up through different time periods after that. We get to see, you know, the mansion as it exists, built, you know, back in, looks like maybe like a Regency sort of era, and they're, you know, he's taking photos with a Kodak, like it's just classic Doctor Who. And then all the way up through until...
Again, the analog is scary because they deal with more stuff. Can't be digital, because digitals can corrupt this.
Digital can be, yeah, exactly. It can be manipulated. But yeah, and then with the fact that we go all the way up to beyond the end of planet Earth, and you see the Doctor walk out, and it's funny because it felt like a bookend to me as well, because the landscape had that same orange and fiery sort of tint to it that the beginning did. So that was kind of interesting to me as well. But then it was Clara's realization of like, I've just seen the entire lifespan of the planet, of my planet, where I'm from. And then it just goes into this existential dread moment of, is my body out there somewhere? Am I buried out there somewhere? And then you can see the Doctor doesn't want to acknowledge it really, or talk about it, or go into it. So he just kind of brushes it off a little bit and just says, yeah, probably. Like, you know, he doesn't really seem to want to dwell on it, because that's just it. That's just a fact for him. And then that's what Clara goes into. Like, she realizes, I'm a ghost to you. We're all ghosts to you, because you get to exist in all these different time periods and see the totality of all existence. And I love it. I loved it when she said, to you, I'm not even born, but I've also already died. And I just, my writer's brain picked up, and my science brain also kicked in. I'm just like, this is fucking fascinating and really, really cool, but also really tragic in some weird way. I don't know. But I just really kind of enjoyed the way it affected Clara, and just sort of made her have a different perspective on what time travel means, and also maybe what the Doctor's life is like, you know? Because we kind of think about, previous characters that have come and gone, and where we meet them in their story, like River Song, for example. We meet her at the end, right? And then we go back and put the pieces together. And then we get, and that kind of is tragic in itself, but it's also, we get a lot of fun moments with her, of course. And then here just getting this kind of, the fact that this was the show going, this is a fact of the Doctor's existence. This is what he goes through, and the fact that it affects her so much was just really, I don't know, really got me. So I just really liked that a lot. But then the fact that the Doctor also kind of stated to her, I guess, at the final note of the whole sequence was, "You are the only mystery worth solving." So he's acknowledging to her, at least, that there's obviously something up with her, and I'm doing this because I want to find out who you are and what this means, and all of this. So I just loved it. I thought it was brilliant. The writing was really good. So, Fulya, what did you think of this sequence? Did you enjoy the fact that the Doctor decided to make a time travel photo book of the same location, or were you also affected a little bit by Clara's perspective on the whole thing? What did you think of it?
Yeah, it was an interesting sort of little sequence that they had, and I, as I was watching, and like, it didn't click in the moment for me, the fact that they went back in time to the start of the creation of Earth right up until the end of its destruction. And it didn't hit me. And then when Clara mentioned it all, I was like, they didn't they? And like, it may not, I don't think it affected me per se in the way that she sort of said it, but it did get me thinking about it as well, be like wanting to maybe be in like her shoes, and just from her perspective, what that would have been like to experience if it was, a possibility to go back in time and experience the creation of Earth, the birth of Earth, to then the death of Earth, right up until then. It's definitely a very interesting thought to have. The fact that Matt the doctor, the fact that the doctor needed to make a little scrapbook of everything that's happened in that time to in that particular spot at that, without moving, just moving in time rather than in position. That also was kind of really cool to sort of see happen, because they're just going back in like years instead of moving the position of the TARDIS. It's the same place. They just want to see what's going on in that spot throughout time. And that, I think that got me thinking more than the existential crisis that Clara had. So that was actually pretty cool to then sort of see it all play out on the projector, on trying to figure out who this person is that's calling out for help, and why they're calling out for help, and why they're always in the same sort of position, so that they're not necessarily just in a like, they're not posing for anything, they're not reaching out, they're essentially they're running. They're running. And that was really cool how they figured that out. But yeah, it is definitely very thought-provoking to hear Clara sort of be like, you don't really care what's happening to everybody else around you when you're doing all this. Essentially, you're traveling in space and time and not caring about the people. In not that he doesn't care, but to him it doesn't.
That's the point. He could absolutely choose not to care, right? It's absolutely the fact that he does care makes all the difference, right? It just, that's, oh my God, that's such a mind-blowing moment. Like, because if everyone's ghost to him, why is there a point in saving anybody? Like that, but that's I love this show. This show's great.
Yeah, it's good, right?
Yeah.
Sorry to cut you off, Fulya. That was
No, it's essentially the end of my thought anyway.
yeah, cool. Yeah. Mike, do you have any thoughts on this sequence? Like, what's your sort of takeaway from Clara's realization and all of that?
I think you guys just said it perfectly. It's these sort of little nuggets in Doctor Who that sort of do cement what it is to be like in Doctor Who. It's makes you think about your causality, and also you're also bag of bones and flesh. Is like, does it really matter? Yes, because you matter within the time that you're in right now. It doesn't matter about your death, about your past, or even your birth. It's what you do right now. It's more the present than the past and the future. I mean, with the time machine, you can go in the past and the present. You can go in the past and the future, but it's more to do with what it is now, and Clara being a new companion and figuring out that when it comes to time travel, it would open up some things you would probably never thought of, and that is the sort of flip book that the Doctor has to do to actually figure out what is going on, and that is to bear witness the birth and death of the planet that you're living on. And yeah, your body may be old and broken, but your memories will live on throughout other people and all that, and that's what you should hold to. It's more philosophical than most. Yeah. And it also deals with like stupid stuff like bow ties are cool. Maybe that's a philosophy that we can say, maybe not. But you as a person is more important to you. You should be more important to yourself than. No, I was about to say that. Yeah, you should have self-importance when it comes to your life, and yeah, that's good.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Well, the next thing I kind of wanted us to talk about was sort of the misdirect, the twist, if you will, that the ghost isn't actually a ghost, that there's a pocket universe, and that the creepy ass looking monsters are actually two beings trying to get back to each other. Because it's a love story, guys. It's a love story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What what was it? Did you profile someone because they're not conventionally attractive, and they're automatically the bad guy? Reflection onto you, sir.
Yeah.
Uno reverse. Maybe you're the monster.
Uno reverse. That's hysterical. Yeah, no, like I kind of said at the beginning of our chat, I think this was probably the one thing I didn't see coming, and I would have thought a twist like this might make me like the episode less because it's removing the supernatural element. But I just thought it was really cool because time travel is really fascinating, and then just like the explanation of this woman who's a legitimate time traveler. She's not a time lord. She's an actual just a time traveler, and something's gone wrong, and she's stuck. But the way time moves for her, and this is what I love, like the theory of relativity and everything, of just her experience. She crash landed 3 minutes ago, the doctor says, but to us that's hundreds of years, and she's just been blipping in and out, like as looking at like this ghost running away from this thing because she's just crashed, but it's still happening, and it's just it's great. It's really, really great. I guess the only thing, and please feel free to jump in and correct me, I think would be when the doctor goes to the pocket universe, everything's fine in terms of like time doesn't pass differently when he comes back. Like it hasn't been. He's there for like a minute, like a couple of minutes or whatever it is anyway. But he comes back, but no time has passed. So I don't know if that's got anything to do with the fact that he didn't time travel there. He went through this portal directly into the universe. I don't know. Maybe Hila Takorian is affected directly by the time travel machine malfunctioning, whatever she used. I don't know. Maybe I'm just picking up on something that's not even there. But yeah, that was the one thing that I was stuck on. But it didn't really ruin any of my enjoyment of the episode. But I enjoyed that whole reveal, like we talked about already, with all the photos. Mike looks like he's drawing something. Ooh.
I think he's going to give us a diagram.
He's going to give us a diagram. Thank you. Yeah, I enjoyed. I forgot what I was saying. Anyway, yeah, no, but it was cool just to see the time travel stuff happen, and then that kind of realization of the doctor going, oh, the two creatures are trying to get to each other. I thought it was nice, and I thought it was very Doctor Who, and like Mike also pointed out, like just because they look horrifying doesn't mean they are horrifying creatures, right? So it's a really nice sentiment. I don't think the episode needed it, to be honest, because I think by that point for me it had ended, and that extra bit with him having the moment of, oh, they're creatures in love and now I've got to reunite them, like I'm glad that the episode ended, like cut off where it did, because I'm like, oh, we don't need to see the rest of that story.
Yeah.
But I would argue you didn't even need to see any of it at all. It just it didn't, well, I don't want to say it felt tacked on, but it did feel a little, I don't know. I just don't know if it needed to be there. But that being said, like I said, the sentiment was sweet, and not without meaning in and of itself. Yeah, because I'm a supporter of twists. You know, I like twists. Twists are fun. Twists are cool, and it was fun to see the Doctor be scared of you know, of being stuck and being trapped. Oh, and that brings me to my other crux, my other problem. And Mike might need to draw a diagram for this, because so we get this whole sequence again with Clara and the TARDIS. The TARDIS doesn't like Clara because of whatever reason, we don't know yet. And then, you know, the TARDIS comes out, appears to her as herself because it's the best way to communicate, and explains to Clara that the TARDIS doesn't want to go into the pocket universe because it would lead to the TARDIS's destruction. Yet, somehow, Clara still manages to get the TARDIS in and out of the pocket universe safely. Reasons.
Here it is.
Okay, hit me.
The TARDIS doesn't land. That's
The
why
TARDIS doesn't land.
That's why the Doctor says, "Get ready to jump."
Get ready to jump. Okay, thank you. The landing makes all the difference. Okay, I see.
If you put it in park, you're still going.
Yeah, it stays in motion. Okay, all right.
That's
cool.
why the TARDIS doesn't like it, and is having a hissy fit inside.
Yeah.
Don't like it.
Yeah. It did not look like Clara was having a good time. But she kind of was at the same time. I don't know. I think she was probably pretty proud of herself that she got the TARDIS to open the door and was able to save the Doctor as well, which was cool. Even though, like, I don't know. I don't know if I wanted Clara to save the Doctor versus Emma saving the Doctor because, you know, she gets convinced to reopen the portal against Alex's will. He's like, no, you saved Healer. Let's move on from this. You know, we can't help the Doctor. And then she's like, no, I'm going to do it anyway. But then she kind of doesn't do it. So, I don't know. Whatever. It's fine. Mike, did you want to
she kind of helped?
Yeah, I guess. A little bit.
I guess sort of a portal open for the Doctor to come through with the TARDIS.
I thought the TARDIS just appeared in the room. It didn't come through the portal, or
I'm pretty sure it came through into the spot where the portal was,
but not using the portal.
TARDISes can jump to different universes. It's been established, but it doesn't like it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Because it's only set for our timeline.
Yeah.
That goes in reasonable time. And I'll just explain to you. There's it'll go in. Wonder if we can get
Doctor Who science.
Yes,
Doctor Who science with Michael.
So there's doorway. It goes to the pocket universe's timeline, which is going a lot slower than ours.
Yeah.
So it may seem like no time has passed, but it has only very micro, because the time traveler is running from one side to the other, but it takes an entire Earth cycle from start to finish to just take 5 steps, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
In the pocket timeline.
Yeah.
And so you can actually take her and go back to the original time. And where she ends up, we don't know.
No, we don't really get any answers with Healer Tokorian as to where she's headed. But that's fine. That's fine. Yeah. Thank you for that diagram and having your own Doc Brown moment of...
You're not thinking fourth dimensionally.
Yeah.
But in Back to the Future, timelines travel are going the same speed. Pocket universes don't. They have their own time speed.
Yeah.
Yeah. As you said, it's theory of relativity.
Yeah. Yes.
It may seem going the same, but it doesn't if you go to the different plane of existence. There's also stuff in the middle as well, which is dark matter. And we don't go there because Cthulhu and all these mates are there. So
we don't want to see them. No, sorry. Cool. All right. Well, Fulya, what did you make of the reveal about Gila and that the monsters were actually just in love and wanted to be reunited. The whole pocket universe thing. How did it
The
work?
Crooked
for you?
Men.
The Crooked Men. Yes.
That pocket universe was actually pretty interesting because when we see the Doctor in that pocket universe, he's freaking out. He is terrified. He's got that like anxious feeling, and you see it on his face. And Matt Smith did a great job of portraying that fear, and seeing him go through that, trying to find this person in this pocket dimension was interesting because he was also talking to himself, being like, you want me to feel scared? Well, I am the Doctor and I am scared, is what he said. Which was a really interesting sort of fun quote to hear from him, because we know the Doctor never gets scared of anything, really.
Mm-hmm.
He's more interested in it, in what's going on, rather than fearing it. But yeah, that whole sort of sequence was really cool. Seeing the Doctor trying to find the person, and then by the time he finds her, then loses his own sense of direction, being like, I can't remember where I came from. Where was that? Where was the portal again? But it was then sort of Emma's calling out to him through the pocket, through that portal, that then gives them the visual. It's kind of like sort of fading in and out the mansion, in the distance.
Yeah,
but it gives them enough to actually find their way towards the actual mansion to get back to the portal. So that was really, really interesting. But the fact that only, what was her name? Is it
Emma or
Helia? Helia. Sorry, Helia. The fact that Helia ended up going through first, and then Emma not having the strength to hold the portal open, ends up leaving the Doctor behind. And that was also really sort of like, I kind of felt scared for him. But the whole sequence, once it all sort of played out and they rescued the Doctor and all that, like, I kind of understand where you're coming from, Kendall, in the fact that they probably didn't need to tack on that little extra thing, the scene at the end. Mm-hmm. But it's still, it's still nice to, to at least see it happen in time. But yeah, they probably didn't need to add that on, but it was fine. Like, and the whole, like, I had a feeling that before the Doctor realized that they were trying to find each other again, I'm just like, there's two of them. There's not one of them. One's with them, one's in this pocket universe. I have a feeling they're trying to find each other, but yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much, yeah. I like, it was interesting to say the least, but at the same time it's like, okay, cool, it's a love story, but it could have been done without.
yeah, I'm glad I'm not the only one then. Good, I'm not crazy. Well, I mean, I'm crazy, but I'm not that crazy.
The rats called me crazy.
And the rats called me crazy. Mike, what's your take on the twist, the pocket universe, and the time traveler reveal instead of a ghost story? What did you think of that?
As it shows, I love it because I love time travel. And also it to explain it to be like a sort of ghost is like running towards, and kind of cool. Slightly convenient of having like a creature there as a physical presence as well. is kind of adding on, but we don't know how they fell into the pocket dimension. We probably don't know. Maybe because it was roughly at the same time that Helia experiment sort of went wrong at the same time, and that happened. Or maybe, yeah, we don't know if they were meant to be in there, and one fell to our timeline. Don't know. Who knows? Who knows? Doesn't get explained. Doctor Who does that from time to time, and I shouldn't lose sleep about it. So I don't mind that the fact it's a love story. You know, you need love stories every now and again. Can't be all doom and gloom and scary. It's like, and it's also, remember, this is for, you know, for younger kids. Well, for kids in general, saying, see, Boogeyman doesn't have to be scared all the time. Doesn't have to be scary all the time. Sometimes there's a logical explanation for stuff, and sometimes there isn't.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also, a couple of tidbits. When the Doctor is setting up his sort of makeshift power source to amplify Emma's stuff, there's a couple of things that are taken from Classic Who, like the remnant of the Eye of Harmony is also part of Doctor Who lore. And also, when I was talking way back when we were talking about the next episode would be this one, I do like this episode, except for the mispronunciation of one particular thing. And I'm going to see if I can find the wrong pronunciation, even though they say it isn't wrong. It's just a different pronunciation. I don't care. It's wrong. The Doctor says, hold on. The Doctor says, here we are. The blue crystal is, he calls it the blue crystal from, that, and they've actually written it out phonetically here. Metabilis 3. It's not. It's Metabilius 3, which is stupid.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Controversial.
No one else is complaining about it, but I'm complaining about it.
I mean, you have historically said on this podcast many times what is canon in Doctor Who.
Yeah.
So, but as someone who is also hung up on grammar and pronunciation of things as well, I salute you and your
established grammar as well.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, it is a made-up word, sure, but considering
but you can't make it up twice.
Considering it's the Doctor saying it, and he said it correctly, it's Metabilius 3. The crystal is actually from the third Doctor's time, and he almost died getting it. You know, contextually, it's like, surely you should know.
Why did nobody fact check this?
Yeah, so that was a bit of fun.
I don't think you would have liked the episode it came out of, Kendall. It's called Planet of the Spiders.
Oh. No.
But it was the 70s. No. They're clearly fake spiders. Big hairy puppets.
Nah, still sounds bad. Still sounds bad.
And they sounded like old grannies.
Old grannies.
Pretty much.
I'm an old spider. I'm going to kill you.
Well, oh, hail the great one.
Fantastic. Sorry. Lee's only getting one side of this. So he's just hearing me doing a grandma voice.
You're welcome.
You're welcome, they say. Oh, it's so funny. All right. Well, I don't have anything else to mention about this episode, really. I kind of one other line I'll say I like is right at the beginning when they open the door and the doctor's like, I'm the doctor, and then Alec goes, "Doctor what?" And then the doctor's just like, "If you like." This is a little fun. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've got. I just really enjoyed this episode, and I've really enjoyed this discussion with you guys. So, if there's anything else you guys need to mention, say it now.
No, I think I'm good. Said what I need to say.
Excellent. Mike, any additional thoughts before we wrap up?
Yep. This episode was the first to be filmed in Block B of season 7. So this is the first sort of Jennifer Coleman adventure as proper Clara, I guess.
Yeah. I did read that as well, and I forgot to mention that. So thanks for bringing it up. Apparently, she was like really hesitant to do it, like because she hadn't had her proper introduction filmed yet. So it was weird to do it out of sequence. But they were like, "Nah, you'll be fine," and it was fine. You don't even notice.
And she was still like a bit unsure of how to play Clara, as it were, because she has played her before, but not as this version, I guess. And next week's episode, well, the next week, if we plan to watch this, Journey to the Center of the TARDIS. So it's all downhill from here.
Literally and figuratively, or maybe just literally.
Not saying a thing.
Not saying a thing. Okay.
Spoilers, sweetie.
Well, the little tease we got made things look a bit intense between Clara and the Doctor, so I'm excited for that. But until then, that's it. Those were our thoughts on Doctor Who Series 7, Episode 10, Hide. I don't know why it was called Hide, by the way. Weird name for the episode, because there's not really a lot of hiding, I guess, unless you're talking
Not necessarily, but I think it was like, it looked like they were hiding, like the monster, the alien.
Hidden in plain sight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe that's kind of the hint. Yeah, but
Kinda
also Hide is a really good horror title. It's one word, it's ominous.
Blink.
Yeah, Blink. Yeah, same kind
In the
of
future,
vibe, right?
Listen.
Yeah. Excellent. Seeking, you shall find. Anyway, we'll just keep going. No, that's it. We're done. That's Popcorn Culture done. That's the podcast done for another week. So let's get out of here, shall we? 1, 2, 3. And that was a podcast called Fred. Remember to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Blue Sky for the latest Fred content.
If you'd like to listen to Fred the Alien, you can find us on SoundCloud, Spotify, or Apple Podcasts. Sorry, I was adjusting the audio.
If you'd like to watch Fred the Alien, you can head over to youtube.com/Fred the Alien Productions. And if you're watching us right now, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and then hit the bell icon so you can be notified of future live streams and other content. Plus, if you're over on Twitch, make sure to give us a follow on the way out, or come over and follow the Twitch page, twitch.tv/Fred the Alien Twitch.
Yes, please do. I've been a Kendall Richardson.
Now I've been a Fulya and
And I've been the fourth dimension breaking Michael Lister.
and
you just
experienced a podcast called Fred.
Yes.
Scene.